This is a Missouri 8-Man football broadcast on Facebook Live with Devin Albertson. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Mo8Man Football. There you can find links to all of our information on Missouri 8-Man football, ranging from schedules, standings, stats, team information, and history dating back to 1988. You are listening to a Missouri 8-Man football broadcast on Facebook Live from location with Devin Albertson.
And we're back. Second half going to start here momentarily between Osceola and Rich Hill. Again, Osceola up 16-8 after the halftime break. And we're looking here again. A couple of scores there for Osceola. We had the first score of the day was by Bo Hamey from about 2 yards out on a little sweep to the left side. Scored for the touchdown. They got the point conversion was good there, I believe. And then the next drive was a pick six by Garver for Osceola. Gave him a 14-0 lead. Rich Hill would end up scoring after a turnover on downs from the 1 yard line from Osceola on a 1 yard touchdown run by Turner. Preston Turner with the 1 yard touchdown run for Rich Hill. And then there at the end of the first half, Rich Hill was in their own end, threw the ball away. Intentional grounding was the call there, so 2 points for Osceola, which got us to our 16-8 lead here at halftime for the home team, Osceola, on homecoming. Take a timeout here when we come back. Well, the kickoff of the second half next on Missouri 8-Man Football, Facebook Live.
This broadcast is sponsored by Cause Corner. Located at 200 East Nottoway Street in Oregon, make sure to stop by Cause Corner for gas, snacks, groceries, and beverages. Don't forget to grab a hot slice of Hunt Brothers Pizza before you hit the road. For more information, give Cause Corner a call at 660-446-2566. The game of the week is sponsored by Cause Corner.
And we're getting back here. Osceola leads 16-8 on Rich Hill at the break. As we get ready to go here, back deep. It is number 11. Flag comes down here real quick. It is a delay game, I believe, against Rich Hill. As Rich Hill's been kind of slow getting things kind of ready for plays here. Another delay game here on the kickoff to start the second half. Back to the 25-yard line, they will kick again. They will try it again. It is 79 degrees here to start the second half here between Rich Hill and Osceola.
Tigers will kick off from the 25-yard line.
First and 10 kicking here for Rich Hill is Garwood. And he kicks it out of bounds near the 30. So it's going to be a legal procedure against Rich Hill. See what Osceola decides here. I think they probably take the ball first and 10 at the 30 or push him back 5 yards and make him kick it again. Kicking out of bounds is the flag right now. There's a legal procedure and against Rich Hill. And Osceola take over first and 10. 5 yards from where we're at bounds. So up to the 34-yard line. First and 10 here for Osceola from the 34.
And the Indians will set up shop from the 34-yard line. First and 10.
Ball on the right hash here for Osceola. Again, a one-score lead here for the Indians. A four-man front coming up here for Rich Hill. It's more like a 3-4 with their outside backers creeping up here a little bit. Now it's almost a true four-man front. Pressure off the right side by Turner. Murray gets out of it, and he's going to get across the 30 and knocked out of bounds. As Turner came off the edge there for Rich Hill, had him in his grasp. Will Murray escapes. Going to lose 2 yards back to the 32, but almost lost 10 yards. So disaster averted there on the first down play. As Willer's a little bit late there picking up the outside backer. It was blitzing for Rich Hill. It's like Gabe Gilkey, a D-tackle here for Rich Hill along with Ben Reed. Garwood and Turner, the defensive ends. We're going to have 2 receivers to each side here for Osceola. Murray back to pass. Has the Woolers on the outside. And he hit originally. Still going across the 40. Up near the 35-yard line. And it's going to be right near a first down for Osceola.
Skylar Woolers on the run. That'll bring up an Indian first down.
Also good news for Osceola. Devin Bloom on the field here to start the second half for the Indians. He was injured there in the first half on a run near the goal line. Missed most of the first half, but he's back here. First down for Osceola after the Woolers catch for 12 yards. In here, start of the third quarter. 16-8 Osceola. Murray going to roll to his right. Get to a reverse field here. Has room to the left side. Trying to get to the open field. And he's going to run out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage. Maybe gain a yard, maybe 2.
Number 30, Will Murray on the run. He'll get a gain of about 2 on the play.
And he gets across the 35 up to the 34. Gain of 2. 2nd and 8 with 11:10 to go. 11:14 to go here in this third quarter. Again, this game right now, the 4 seed in District 2 with Rich Hill and the 5 seed Osceola. The winner of this game is in a good spot for the 4 seed. And Osceola has an odd chance out with Drexel next week to possibly jump to the 3 seed with a win next week over the Bobcats. Two receivers to the right. Now they're going to move Devin Bloom to the left. And it's going to be a delay game against Osceola. They can't get lined up in time. Delay game, pushing back 5 yards. 2nd and 8 becomes 2nd and 13. Try to reset it here. And 25 on the play clock. Murray comes over here, Coach Collins, to get the play call.
Bringing up 2nd down and 13.
Second and 13. You have 3 receivers to the right. And Bloom needs to line up on the line of scrimmage. 4 on the play clock to get the snap off. Murray under pressure, being chased, gets to the edge, and he's got enough to cross the line of scrimmage and get upended across the 30 up to the 32-yard line.
Number 30, Will Murray, was upended.
Klinsick on the stop there for Rich Hill.
About 7 on the play. That'll bring up an Indian 3rd down.
Ball up to the 32-yard line. 3rd down and about 6 coming up here for Osceola. As Rich Hill getting some nice pressure on Murray. Murray able to use his legs to get out of trouble. 10:40 to go in the third quarter. 1-score lead here for Osceola. Two receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Woolers and Bloom out to the left, 3rd down. Murray under pressure. Looking deep, has Woolers, incomplete. Woolers goes full extension but couldn't quite reel it in there, hits his fingertips. Couldn't quite catch it. This makes it 4th down and 6.
4th down for the Indians.
4th and 6 for Osceola. They lead 16-8 here in the third quarter. Osceola scoring 20 points per game on the year. Points by week has been 6, 32, 46, 6, 12, and 20. Rich Hill, they're averaging 29 points per game. Their points per game for a week has been 24, 40, 8, 20, 22, and 60. 2 receivers to each side. Murray, back to pass. Flag comes down. It's going to become a hold. Murray's going to have enough for a first down and then some. Lost it for a minute. And inside to the 15-yard line. But there is a flag down at the Osceola 39-yard line.
Will Murray on the big play.
They're going to put it at midfield. I believe they're going to get Caden Brewer with a hold here. He was kind of locked into his defender, and they were dancing in the backfield going round and round. And a hold against Osceola is the call.
Holding penalty against Osceola.
So that one's going to come back. We're going to replay this 4th down. 4th and long from the own 38-yard line. Osceola gets down to the Rich Hill 25 for a first. Two receivers to each side. Throws it deep down the right side for Garver, and incomplete. Hits the ground. Garver slipped trying to come back to it. Couldn't quite get enough muster on to get down to Garver, who would have had enough for a first down. But that will be a turnover on downs. The holding call burns Osceola there, as it's going to be 1st and 10 for Rich Hill at the Osceola 38. 10:07 to go here in the third quarter. 16-8 lead for the home Indian squad. Again, homecoming here for Osceola. They'll have senior night next week versus Drexel. Rich Hill will have senior night also next week versus Liberal. And handoff up the middle. Not much going that time for Carter Bell. Wrangled down by a couple of Indians. Up to the 36-yard line. Gain of about 1.5 on the play. We'll call it a second down and a long 8 or short 9. Just under 10 minutes to go in this third quarter. One receiver to the right, one to the left. Turner being chased in the backfield. He'll be wrapped up and taken down for a loss. That's Caden Brewer on the stop for Osceola. Brewer coming into today. Had 37 tackles, 2 of those for loss. Has another tackle for loss here today. Back to about the 39-yard line. 3rd down and long coming up for Rich Hill. Again, these teams could meet in just a few weeks here on November 1st when districts start on November 1st. Right now, they're the 4 and 5 seeds in district number 2. The winner of that game would play the defending state champion, Archie Whirlwinds, in the second round in these district semifinals. 2 receivers to the left here for Rich Hill. Back to pass is Turner. He's hit while he throws. Turnover. Recovered by Osceola. I think it's Caden Brewer again.
Back-to-back big plays here for the Indians.
Caden Brewer with a sack strip, Derek Thomas style. And it'll be a roll for Osceola in Rich Hill territory at the 33-yard line. Just got Turner right when he's about to release it. Ball came out, and this time Osceola was able to fall on it. The second time they've had a sack strip. The first one Rich Hill recovered. Ended up leading to a safety for Osceola a couple plays later. This time Osceola recovers it and has great field position at the 33. 2 receivers to each side. Going to bring Woolers in motion. And Murray, under heavy duress, immediately hit. Might have hit in the face mask, and you saw about 8 flags flying. It's laundry day here in Osceola. I think every ref saw that face mask like we did up here in the booth. So this one's going to be tacked on to the end of the run, it looks like, for another at least 5 yards for the incidental. We'll see if they call it a personal foul on this one. It's the incidental face mask, so it should be the 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down from the end of the run. Should be 5 yards up from the end of the run, so it should be just outside the 25. So it should be. They going to leave the ball? Let's see here. They get it set. 5 yards from the end of the run. Should get it up just outside the 25-yard line for a 1st and like 2 for Osceola. So 1st and 2 here. Infamous 1st and 2. We got 2 receivers right, including a tight end on the left side. Murray in the backfield. Hamey with the carry off the left side, and he's going to be swallowed up immediately. First man there for Rich Hill is number 50, Remington Turner, the junior. Turner and Garwood combine on that stop for that Rich Hill defensive line. Loss of a couple back to the 27. Let's make it 2nd and 4. Second and 4. Just under 8 minutes to go in this third quarter. 1 touchdown lead for Osceola. As Bloom back on the sideline here for Osceola. Played a little bit here in this third quarter. Garver also on the sideline. 2 receivers to the right. 1 to the left is Hamey. Trying to set up a screen, I think. And Murray hit, throws it late, nearly caught by Woolers. Gillis with a deflection at the last second. And we have an Osceola player down on the sideline here. It's Murray. Lost his helmet, so he's got to sit for a play. And it looks like Garver coming in for Murray on this one. Is Murray now on the sideline? We'll bring up 3rd down and 4. And I believe Osceola is going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them here. 16-8 lead for Osceola. 7:30 to go in the 3rd quarter here on Missouri 8-Man Football, Facebook Live.
For almost 100 years, MFA Oil has put all our energy into energy by being the local fuel, propane, and lubricant solution that consistently delivers for people and businesses in this area. So if you need to keep your truck rolling, your home heated, or your farm equipment running like a well-oiled machine, give us a call, because we're a company that's never idle and we're just down the road. MFA Oil. We live where you do. To find the MFA Oil location nearest you, visit mfaoil.com.
And while we come back from our timeout here by Osceola, this is the scores from around the state last night. A couple of big ones here. Lockwood takes down New Heights in our game of the week last night, 92-58. Lockwood, big lead early. New Heights battled back. Their quarterback, Logan Deckers of Studs, had 7 touchdowns, I believe, last night. He was really good there for New Heights. Just couldn't get stops against Lockwood. Nick Tiemann ran wild there for the Tigers. And we get ready for the action here. 3rd down and 4. Murray still on the sideline. Garver in at quarterback. Hamey to his left in the shotgun. Garver keeps it up the middle. And he'll be swung to the ground by Garwood after a short gain up to the 26. 4th and 3 here for Osceola. It looks like Murray might put his helmet on and go back to the game here. We're going to stick with Garver on this play. Going to stick with Garver here on this 4th and 3. 15 on the play clock. Fourth and 3. Delayed snap. Be taken by Hamey. He's got enough for a first down. Still on his feet at the 20. To the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown Osceola. Bo Hamey with the tough run. And Osceola gets on the board here. 22-8. Bo Hamey on the carry. All buck 35 of them with the powerful run there for the touchdown run for Osceola. And it makes it 22-8. Osceola 2-score lead here now for the Indians after the touchdown run by Hamey. Set up a little overload to the left here. T formation. Woolers the fullback. Hamey the wingback on the left side. Last time they kind of ran a little reverse play here to Hamey. This time Garver takes it, trying to get to the edge on the right side. He'll be stuffed. 2-point try is no good. Damage is done, though. 6:37 to go in the 3rd. Osceola 22, Rich Hill 8 here on Missouri 8-Man Football, Facebook Live.
This Missouri 8-Man Football broadcast is brought to you by Finney Construction in Skidmore, Missouri. Finney Construction is your go-to place to buy, service, and install central wood, propane, or natural gas boilers, as well as on-demand water heaters and radiant heating supplies. Give Matt Finney of Finney Construction a call today at 816-383-1385 or visit their website at sunriseheatingboilers.com.
Other big scores that happened last night. A couple of teams getting their first wins of the year. Knox County over North Shelby and Sweet Springs over Oric. Both got their first wins of the year last night. Also, St. Joe Christian beating King City. King City's first GRC loss of the year. Was on a 4-game winning streak. Lost to Christian. And the reward, they got to play Worth County and Albany over the last 2 weeks. A couple of ranked opponents there for the Wildcats. Deep kick this time by Osceola. It's going to be bounced inside the 5 and into the end zone for a touchback. That's Hamey on the kick for Osceola. Had that touchdown run last drive for the Indians. Murray back in the game on defense now for Osceola. Be 1st and 10 from the 15 for Rich Hill. Rich Hill has not been able to drive the length of the field so far this game. It's been just a couple of short fields. Their one touchdown drive was from the 1 yard line. So 6:37 to go here in the third quarter. Osceola up 2 scores here, 22-8 on Rich Hill. Osceola looking for win number 2 on the year. 2 receivers left. Turner. And he'd be tracked down. Bloom, the first man there, along with Rylan Gibbs on the stop for Osceola. Good to see Bloom back in the game for Osceola. 6:25 to go in the third. And counting. Second and about 7 coming up here for the Tigers. Long 7, short 8. Break the huddle with 13 on the play clock. Gillis split out to the left. Turner, the quarterback now for Rich Hill again. Lost their starting quarterback, Becker, early in the game. Now, Turner up the middle. Bloom and Mace on the stop for Osceola. Nice gain up to the 23-yard line. 3rd and 2 coming up here for the Tigers. Also, this is a great helmet match. If you can't quite see it from up here, these are 2 helmets for these 2 teams. Rich Hill with the Tiger logo and Osceola with the O with the spear through it. 2 excellent-looking helmets here in Missouri 8-man football. 2 of my favorite across the state. Rich Hill, red helmets, white tops, blue pants. Osceola, yellow helmets, and black tops and bottoms. Here, trying to get the outside is Bell. He will. Has enough for a first down and runs out of bounds. Mace giving chase. Gets up to the 33-yard line. Gain of about 10. Needed 2, got 10. 1st and 10 here for Osceola. Sorry, for Rich Hill at the 33. Also, if anybody's curious, second quarter action, Oregon 15, Ohio State 14. In Division I football. Also, Penn State beat USC by 3 in overtime. Here, Turner off the left side, chased by Mace, and he'll be brought down for a loss.
Number 2, Kyler Mace with the tackle.
No tackle for loss there from Mace, back to the 30. Notre Dame beat Stanford 49-7. Georgia beats Mississippi State 41-31. Right now, again, Ohio State trailing Oregon 15-14. Rich Hill with the ball here. 2 receivers to the right. Pistol formation here for Turner. Turner trying to roll to his right, being chased, and ball is hit out of his hands. Looks like incomplete. That's Caden Brewer again in the backfield. Had the sack strip last time, the fumble recovery. This time applying the pressure and deflects it down.
Caden Brewer applying pressure.
The senior having a nice game here for Osceola. The seniors tonight for Osceola on the roster: Colton Carver, Caden Brewer, Skylar Woolers, Jordan Cathan, and Sean Melvin of the seniors for Osceola. For Rich Hill, their seniors Zane Becker, Carter Bell, Dakota Bacon, Chance Garwood, Braden Kunze, and Gabe Gilkey, along with Ben Reed. So a few seniors there for Rich Hill. Here, up the middle is Turner, and he's going to fight his way forward across the 30 up to near the 35-yard line. He'll bring up 4th down.
Turner up the middle.
And about 8 coming up here. So 4th and 8 coming up here. So 4th down and 8 coming up here for Osceola. Four minutes to go in this third quarter. 2-score lead here for Osceola. 2 receivers left, tight on the right side. Pistol here. Turner, back to pass, looking deep. It is nearly intercepted. Cathan, the closest guy there for Osceola.
Pass intended for number 12.
Klinsick on the target. And that'll be turnover on downs. Osceola ball. Osceola probably even didn't want to catch an interception unless you return it for a long gain there. Better field position here on the incompletion. 3:44 to go in the third here. 2-score lead for Osceola, looking to extend that. And Bloom coming off the sideline this play for Osceola. Wohlers the fullback. Garver the wingback. Wohlers off the right side, rumbling and stumbling near the 30. Murray back in at quarterback for Osceola. Gain of forward for Wohlers. I think Garwood's the one taking him down there after going for a small ride. 3.5 to go in the third. A couple of the big games from last night. St. Joe Christian beating King City is a huge one in the GRC. Happy for St. Joe Christian to get back there after starting 0-3 in conference play. Back-to-back wins there for the Lions as they look down the home stretch of their GRC schedule. Murray is going to keep it up the middle. Thought he had a little room off the left side. Going to cut it Bally back up across the 30 up to the 28. Gillis on the stop, the junior for Ridge Hill. Rockport takes down Mount C on the road, 46-16. Again, was up by 30 at halftime. Kind of just cruised in the second half. Albany was down 6-0 for the first quarter to Stanberry. Ended up winning 46-6. The big news there is starting running back and defensive end Elliott Mercer went out with an injury in the first offensive play of the game for Albany. Hopefully he's okay long term because he's one of the better players in the state. Here, Wohlers up the middle. He is stuffed immediately. Bell is one of the first men there along with Cowan for Ridge Hill. As they come in immediately and drop him for no gain. Maybe a loss of a yard. It's 4th and 4 from the 29. Get down to the 25 for a first. .205 to go in this third quarter. Osceola running some clock and trying to get another touchdown on the board here to go up 3 scores. Break the huddle with 13 on the play clock. Wing right, Garver the wing back. Wohlers the fullback. Back to pass. Murray might have room to run. Is going to stop. Try to reverse field, and he's going to be sacked. Preston Turner on the sack. And that's going to be a turnover on downs back to Ridge Hill.
He's taken down by number 10, Preston Turner. It's a full house up here.
Third down and 7. So third down and 7 here. Sorry, 1st and 10 from the 37 for Ridge Hill. Down 2 scores with 1:41 to go in the third. Two receivers to the left. Going to bring a man in motion. Low snap taken by Bell off the right side. He'll be tackled across the 40. Garver on the tackle that time for Osceola. Across the 40 to the 39. Need to get up to the 33 for a first. So second down and about 6 coming up here. Second and a long 6 for the Tigers. Going to break the huddle with 12 on the play clock. Turn of the quarterback. Gillis the wingback. Bell behind him. 3-man front for Osceola. Off the right side goes Turner. Goes inside of the defender. Gets up to the 35 before getting stood up. That's number 15, Rylan Gibbs on the stop. Gibbs, a sophomore here for Osceola. A couple of underclassmen to look for here in the future for these teams. Kyler Mace, the junior for Osceola. Flesher's a junior for Osceola. Juniors. Mace and Fletcher both juniors. Hamey also a junior. Gibbs a sophomore. Bloom a junior. So a lot of talent can be coming back next year again for Osceola. Got a lot of injuries so far this year. Starting to get some guys back here healthy before the playoffs. Off the right side, up the middle is Bell. And Carter Bell is going to get forward up to about the 32.5-yard line. That's enough for a Rich Hill first down. Some underclassmen for Rich Hill looking for in the future. Preston Turner's a junior, as is Gillis. Clinsick's a sophomore. And Remington Turner has been a couple plays this game. He is also a junior. So 1st and 10 here for Rich Hill. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. We'll take a timeout. Fourth quarter next here. Osceola 22, Rich Hill 8 on Missouri 8-Man Football, Facebook Live.
This broadcast is sponsored by the Split Flex Cornhead. Located in Oregon, the Split Flex is the latest evolution in groundbreaking combine cornheads. With Split Flex, you can improve efficiency by increasing productivity by saving time and fuel with fewer passes in the field. The Split Flex is also very easy to install and maintain. Contact Kevin Martz at 816-390-7840 or visit split-flex.com for more information. The game of the week is sponsored by Split Flex Cornhead.
And we are back here for the fourth quarter between Rich Hill and Osceola. Osceola up 2 scores. Rich Hill with the ball, though. Bell run off the right side. Is going to get tracked down. Kyler Mason the stop for Osceola. Bell gets inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line.
Activity bag, Kim Wheeler. Right now we are sitting at about 6. To our community, our yellow bags are going to go one more time. If you did not get
And we've got 11:50 to go here in this ball game. Ball at the 29-yard line. There's a run play, last play. The clock should be running. Ball at the 29-yard line.
We are going to fight this battle right alongside him. Thank you.
Low snap here for Turner. Turner looking for the flat. He's going to be caught by Clinsick, and he gets inside the 15, down to the 16-yard line.
That's why I'm in shorts.
11:44 to go here in this fourth quarter.
Down for the Rich Hill Tigers.
And they're going to run the clock here with 11:40 to go in this fourth quarter. He's able to stay in bounds. Ball's up to the 16 in the red zone for Rich Hill. Probably their best drive of the game so far. Their one touchdown came on a 1-yard drive after a turn recovered by Turner at the 1-yard line. Turner off the right side. Brewer and Mason the stop. Gets inside the 15, though, down to the 14-yard line. And 11-10 left here in the ballgame. 2-score lead here for Osceola. This is a must-score drive, I believe, for Rich Hill to kind of get back in this game. If Osceola, a big stop here, will go a long way. You can bleed some clock in your next drive, possibly, and maybe score and put this game away. Receiver to the outside here is Clinsick. Turner tries Gillis, and he's going to be hit and sacked. I see Brewer, Mace, and Gibbs. The 3 big man there for the Osceola defense on the outside there with the sack on Gillis. So great play there by Brewer. He did a fantastic second half here for Osceola, that defensive end spot. He's played really well here for Coach Collins in the Osceola Indians. Break the huddle with about 10 on the play clock. Turner back in at quarterback for Rich Hill. One receiver split to the left. Quick pass to the outside to Clinsick, and he gets to the edge. Up the 10 to the 5. Time for the pylon. Waiting for the official ruling. And out of bounds at the 1 is the official call. The quick pass out to Clinsick on the outside. Turner that time in at quarterback. And it's going to be first and goal from the 1. Gillis coming with the play call along with Turner. Break the huddle with 8 on the play clock. Down to 7. Need to hurry. 4 on the play clock as they get set. 3, 2, and we have a stoppage here. Timeout. Rich Hill will take one with them with 9:53 to go. Osceola 22, Rich Hill 8. Rich Hill threatening here on Missouri 8-Man Football. Facebook Live.
Attention welders and assemblers. Ever dream of a job so good it feels like it's from the future? Well, time travel to Altec Industries, where your future is now. Altec offers a shift differential, more bucks for your brilliant skills, along with futuristic benefits like top-notch medical and dental insurance, 3 weeks of paid vacation, tuition reimbursement, and an on-site health clinic. Don't get stuck in the past. Leap forward with Altec. Visit jobs.altec.com. That's jobs.altec.com to apply.
So again, this was the scores from last night. The big one over in Hughesville. Northwest Hughesville beats Slater 42-32. That was a back-and-forth game all night long. Hughesville scored there in the fourth quarter to take a 10-point lead and was able to hold on for a win. Big win there for the Mustangs in that one for Northwest Hughesville/Otterville over Slater. Also, North Andrew Wing at home versus Princeton to get to 4-3 on the year. The Cardinals have a good chance of getting to 6-3 here. They got Stanberry and Pattonsburg to end the year for North Andrew. 9:53 to go after the timeout by Rich Hill. You line up here, try to punch this one in the end zone. Turner under center. QB sneak. And he dives forward. He is in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Rich Hill.
QB sneak up the middle. That would be a touchdown for Rich Hill.
And Rich Hill gets on the board here in the fourth quarter. Makes it a one-score game. Rich Hill trying to make it a 6-point game here with a 2-point conversion try from the 3. Got one on time down here for the Tigers. 22-14, Osceola leads. That pick 6 by Colton Garver looming large here in this one. Gillis under center. Bell and Clinic in the backfield. Bell gets the ball. He fumbles. 2-point conversion is no good. As Gibbs blows that play up, Brewer recovers the fumble, and 2-point try is no good, but the damage is done. 22-14, Osceola leads here. Onside kick coming up next here for Rich Hill, Missouri 8-Man Football, Facebook Live.
This Missouri 8-Man Football Facebook Live broadcast is brought to you by Cotton Body Shop, LLC. Complete collision repair and restoration at 204 West Georgia Street in Oregon, Missouri. The Cotton Body Shop has served the Oregon community since 1961. Everything from diamond paints, aluminum body repair, unibody and frame repair, and pro spot welding. Call Troy Cotton today at 660-446-2008 or check them out online at cottonbodyshopllc.com.
As we are back here, fourth quarter, onside kick attempt is going to be recovered by Osceola near their own 35-yard line. That's the freshman, I believe, number 8, Braden Kennedy on the recovery. Braden Kennedy.
Ball is recovered at the 35-yard line.
And Osceola coming here. First and 10, wing left. Wohlers takes the pitch, trying to cut up the field across the 35, and he'll be tackled by a host of Tigers across the 35 up to about the 37-yard line.
Number 22, Skylar Woolers on the run. That'll pick up about a yard for the Indians.
So here we go. 9:05 to go in the ball game. Osceola trying to run some clock here. Wing right. Handoff. Woolers. Right side. Rumbling and stumbling. And he's got enough for a first down here into Rich Hill territory down to the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Osceolas. Woolers going to need a breather here. Looks like a Bloom coming in the game for him. Big run there for Skylar Woolers. 2 carries, 10 yards on this drive. As down to 8:35 to go in the ball game now. Can snap this down with near 8:25 to go. Down to 6 in the play clock. Now 5. Wing right again. Handoff, Bloom, right side. He gets chopped down in the open field across the 30 by Gillis.
Handoff to number 21.
At about the 28-yard line. Gain of about 6 in the play. 2nd and a long 4 coming here for Osceola. Need to get up. Are they outside the 28 right now to get down to the 24 for a first. We'll call it 2nd and 4.5. Wing left here. Hamey the fullback. Try Hamey the wing back. Bloom gets the carry. Tries to go to the outside. He'll be taken down in the backfield. That's Turner on the tackle. Garwood also there as Bloom got kind of bent backwards. Bloom comes off, hobbling again. And Bloom is going to go off the track, back towards the locker room. Still walking. 3rd down and 9 come up here for Osceola. 7:05 to go in the ball game now. 5 on the play clock as Osceola gets set here. Woolers the fullback. Handoff, Woolers up the middle. And he's going to get up to about the 30, gain of 4.
Skylar Woolers up the middle. That'll be a gain of 4.
4th and 6. He gets to the 24 for a first. Again, Murray the quarterback. Hamey the wing back on the left side. Woolers the fullback. In wing left. Going to bring Hamey in motion. And disjointed here. You got to pitch it back to Hamey. Hamey's going to try to avoid some defenders. Trying to reverse field. And he's going to get as much as he can. But he's going to lose yardage. Back to the 37. And Murray and Woolers on the same page there on the option play. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Rich Hill takes over on their own 37-yard line with 6:22 to go. Down 1 score here at Osceola. Osceola has led this entire game pretty much, scoring on their 2nd drive of the game. And since then has not given up the lead. It's been up by as much as 2 touchdowns. 22-8 was their biggest lead of the game. Bloom back on the sideline here, but he's taking his shoulder pads off. I believe he's done for the day. 6:22 left here. Rich Hill down a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here. Pass to the backfield to Bell, and they're going to say it was a forward pass. Osceola arguing it was a lateral pass, but I believe it was slightly forward. As the official was explaining to Coach Collins on the near side. It was forward, but just barely. 6:18 to go here in the 4th quarter. Osceola leads here 22-14. Second down and 10 here for Rich Hill. Pistol. Turner back to pass. Looking for Klinsick. It's going to be incomplete. He ran inside. He thought he was going to stay to the outside. The entire D-line for Osceola there on the pressure. So Woolers back there, Brewer, Kennedy, and Mace all back there applying pressure to Turner, forcing that quick throw. 3rd and 10 here for Osceola. The Indians need to stop here on homecoming to preserve the win. 6:15 to go in the ball game. 1-score game. Rich Hill, Osceola. Here in Missouri 8-Man Football, Facebook Live on a Saturday evening. 8:13 now here on Saturday from Osceola. Quick pass to the outside is going to be dropped by Klinsick. High throw. Brewer bring the pressure off the outside. This brings up 4th and 10 for Rich Hill with 6:10 to go. Garver also there in coverage that time for Osceola. As Rich Hill comes to the line, 10 on the play clock. One receiver to the left, tight on the right side is Klingsick. Turner, back to pass. Flag come down, and incomplete. Looking for Gillis. Check the flag here real quick at the 30-yard line. And I believe it's going to be a hold against Rich Hill. There's a immediate hold by the Tigers. And we're going to wait for the official. Illegal formation by Rich Hill. Penalty is declined. Turnover on downs is the call.
Illegal formation penalty on Rich Hill.
So Osceola ball, 6:04 to go, up a touchdown. Official timeout here. As having a little discussion, I think there's been a lot of jawing here recently in the second half, I think, between both teams there on this. A lot of talking. The officials trying to just tell the players to clean up a little bit, play some football, and shake hands and go on without your day with the last 6 minutes of this ball game. So we got 1st and 10 here for Osceola. Ball at the 37-yard line. I formation here. Garver the tailback. Wooler's the fullback. Murray under center. 4-man front for Rich Hill. Looking to blitz. And movement here early on. John asks in the comments, surprised no hard count or punt there. Well, the punt, it's tough when you're down a score. Haven't really been able to get a stop consistently on defense. You kind of want to keep the ball so you can score there. Off full start here against Osceola. The hard count, possibly there. Osceola has their ears pinned back, but I know some coaches just don't trust it at certain points in the season. If their players haven't been able to get on a hard count or in practice, it's kind of tough to do it in a game on there. I don't know the Rich Hill situation, but just in my experience, it's hard to go on to if you don't trust your players to wait and actually hold their water on a hard count. So, I formation. Back to pass. Murray under heavy pressure and hit while he threw. Pressure applied by Preston Turner. That was a nice game at defensive end for Rich Hill.
Bringing up 2nd down for the Indians.
Believe he was looking for Garver off the right side, deep. She wasn't Garver. Looking for Kennedy, sorry, on the right side, the freshman tight end. 2nd down and 15. 5:57 to go. The clock stops at incomplete pass, though. Go back to the I formation. Woolers and Garver in the backfield. Pitch out to Garver. Turner cuts him back inside. Bell there waiting for him. It's going to be a loss. Back to the 34. Osceola going backwards. The clock is going to roll here, though.
For one, Fulton Garver on the run. That would be a loss of 6 for the Indians, bringing them to 3rd down.
So nice play there by the Rich Hill defense. Turner doing a great job there at defensive end. Murray comes to the sideline for the play call here from Coach Collins. Ball at the 34. 3rd down and long here for Osceola. Ball at the 34. 2 receivers each side. 4 in the play clock. Down to 3, 2. Get the snap off. Murray immediately under pressure. Going backwards, and he's going to be sacked by Rich Hill. 3 guys back there on the sack.
Number 30.
Wolford, one of the first men there for Rich Hill. Big loss. And what was 1st and 10 from the 37. False starts and a couple of backwards plays, and it's now 4th down from the 21-yard line. Fourth and 32 coming here for Osceola, so they're going to punt the ball away. Garver back to punt. See if Rich Hill comes after this. There's some movements. We'll see if it's a false start by Mace or an offside by Turner. They both moved around the same time. We'll sort this one out False start against Osceola, which will make it 4th down and 37.
Maybe a false start penalty on the Indians.
Another flag here before the snap. And it's offside against Rich Hill, so we'll go back to 4th and 32 with 4:14 to go.
Offside penalty on Rich Hill.
Again, Rich Hill trying to make something happen here with 4th and 32, trying to get maybe a blocked punt to possibly get the ball up in good field position, maybe score on special teams. Garver gets the snap. Nice punt. Klinsick takes it inside the zone 20. Up to the 30. To the 35, and he'll be hit and driven backwards.
Number 12, Will Klinsick taken down by number 20.
He hits the brick wall. That's known as Skylar Woolers there. Hit him right in the chest. And as Woolers hits him, he was going nowhere after that. Still going to be good field position for Rich Hill, though, at their own 36, about where they turned over on downs last possession. So 1st and 10 from the 36 for Rich Hill. 3:51 to go in the ball game. One receiver split to the right here for Rich Hill. And a handoff, and immediately Carter Bell is eaten up. Rylan Gibbs and Caden Brewer on the stop.
Rylan Gibbs and Caden Brewer.
And if they weren't there, I believe Murray was right behind him.
2nd down for the Tigers.
Turnover, a tackle for loss there on the running back. Bell got the handoff. As soon as he got it, he was stuck for a loss. 3.5 to go in the ball game now. Rich Hill down to score, but it's 2nd down and 14. Break the huddle with 50 on the play clock. Getting it set now with 10. 3:20 to go in the ball game. Turner going to roll to his left. It gets tripped up immediately. Gain of about a yard maybe on the play. Mason Kennedy on the stop for Osceola. This will bring up 3rd down and 13.
Gain of 1 for the Tigers. That'll bring up 3rd and 13.
Again, 3 minutes to go here, so this is kind of do or die time for Rich Hill. I think they still have all 3 timeouts. Not for sure on that here in the second half. Might just be 2. I think they just have 2 timeouts left. They call a timeout before their touchdown to preserve the play clock. So only 2 timeouts left for Rich Hill. Down a touchdown with 2:40 to go. One receiver split out to the right, and it's going to be an offside. Brewer was about a yard into the backfield in the snap. A little over anxious at defensive end. Free 5 yards for Rich Hill up to the 37.5 yard line. 38 is where they're going to mark it. 3rd down and 8 coming up here for Rich Hill. Restart the play clock, though. 2.5 to go. So time kind of running out here on Rich Hill. Trying to score, and you're going up against the clock now. Again, only 2 timeouts left, so they have to score on this drive. Won't have a chance to get a stop and get the ball back. So 4 down territory here throughout. Another hard count. Clock should stop. With 2:05 left. It'll be a free 5 yards. Offsides here against Osceola. And they're going to put 4 more seconds on the clock to 2:09 here to go in the ball game. It's going to be 3rd down and 3. The clock rolls here again, though. So they've ran almost a minute off the clock here to get 2 offsides calls, but it's going to cost them here as the clock's rolling. Another hard count, almost moved for Osceola. Turner, back to pass, looking, over the middle, has a man, it's Klinsick, to the 15, to the 10, the 5, touchdown Rich Hill. And Rich Hill down to 22-20 now. 2-point conversion coming up here to tie the game with 1:47 left. 1:47 to go. So 1:47 left, and Rich Hill pulls within 2 now. Touchdown from Turner to Klinsick from about 37 yards out or so. Gets Rich Hill on the board here in the fourth quarter. They're trying to tie this game up here with 1:47 left. If Rich Hill doesn't get this, expect an onside kick next possession. If they don't get it and don't get the onside, they got 2 timeouts to work with. Only 10 on the play clock here for Rich Hill. Down to 8. Should get the snap off here with 5. Turner. Rolling to his right. Cuts it back upfield. He's in for the 2-point conversion, and we are tied up at 22.
Conversion is good for the Rich Hill Tigers.
Rich Hill down 22-8 going into the fourth quarter. Ties it up with 1:47 to go. We'll take a timeout. We come back. The kickoff next on Missouri 8-Man Football Facebook Live.
This broadcast is sponsored by Cause Corner. Located at 200 East Nottoway Street in Oregon, make sure to stop by Cause Corner for gas, snacks, groceries, and beverages. Don't forget to grab a hot slice of Hunt Brothers Pizza before you hit the road. For more information, give Cause Corner a call at 660-446-2566. The game of the week is sponsored by Cause Corner.
As we are back here, tied at 22, 1:47 to go in the ball game. And Rich Hill to kick off here to Osceola. We're tied at 22 with 1:47 left. I believe both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. As here we go down the stretch. Kickoff coming here from Gilkey. Onside kick attempt is going to go out of bounds near midfield. It'll be Osceola ball right near midfield. Rich Hill trying to get the ball back real quick to score and take the lead. Now Osceola, whose offense early on was move the ball at will. Struggling in red zone a couple of times, but now here recently has really struggling. But it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line here for Osceola. Need 35 yards here to punch it in the end zone and take the lead and to win this game in homecoming in walk-off fashion. 1:47 left. Both teams should have 2 timeouts remaining. Skill guys in the game for Osceola. You have Murray at quarterback, Wohlers and Garver in the game. Kennedy and I believe Mace to the receivers as well. Wooler and Mace split out to the left side. Back to pass is Murray, under pressure. Avoiding the pressure here. He'll reverse field. He does. Still being chased. Gets hit by Reed, and he's going to lose a couple yards back to the 39.
Will Murray taking down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 5.
Second down and 14 come up here with 1:25 to go. Tied at 22. 1:20 left. Osceola not in a hurry here. We might be having our first overtime game of the year on Missouri 8-Man Football Facebook Live. We are tied at 22. We're down to 1:05 left. 2nd and 14 here for Osceola. 2 receivers to each side. Gonna bring a man in motion is Garver. Here comes Murray. Right side A gets hit and tripped up by Gillis. Had a lot of green grass ahead of him. Would have had 1 man left to beat. 3rd and 8 from the 33.
Come on, guys. Murray is the 3rd and 8 with 35 seconds to go.
Down to 25. Down to 20. 3rd down and 8 here for Osceola. Murray back to throw over the middle for Morse. Intercepted by Klinsick. He's going to try to return it to the 35, to the 40, to the 30. He has a convoy of blockers. Murray, 1 man to beat. He does the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Rich Hill. It's a pick 6, and the clock runs out. Rich Hill, pick 6 to end it. 28-22, and Rich Hill is going to walk it off. And that's the ball game. That is final. Rich Hill with an interception to end the game. A pick six by Will Klinsick, the sophomore defensive back. Ball went off of Wooler's hands, and he returns it back for a touchdown. About a 50-yard return. Charlotte Mill went to the left side. It was one man on the beat was Murray. He got blocked by two guys, and that's going to be the ball game. Osceola led for 95% of this game. But the refs are actually talking here to see if there was a second on the clock or not. There might have been 1 second left. We'll see here officially, but right now, that is a pick six for Rich Hill to give him a lead here in the last seconds of this ball game. As Coach Crawford and Coach Collins go to midfield. And that is, let's see here. They might be putting 1 second back in the clock here. Let's see. Nope, that is the ball game. That is it. The refs are walking off the field. They say the time ran out when he crossed the goal line there. So the final score, Rich Hill 28, Osceola 22. Rich Hill advances to 3-4 in the year. Osceola falls to 1-6. Osceola has Drexel at home next week. And we'll finish the year at Greenfield. Rich Hill versus Liberal at Lockwood. And again, a great finish there. Couple of comments here. Crazy finish from Hunter. Also from Bob Bow over in Lockwood. Great finish. Nice comeback for Rich Hill. An exciting finish here on homecoming. And a pick six here in this one. So that'll be the end of week 7. As we will go in next week. Also, that means these two teams will probably play again in a couple of weeks. November 1st at Rich Hill in the district quarterfinals. So possibly another exciting matchup there again in the rematch over in Rich Hill. That'll do us for us in week 7. Rich Hill takes down Osceola 28-22. We'll be back next week for our game of the week. Is Bramer at Norbert Hardin Central. Two undefeated teams going head-to-head for the Central River South Division title and the 1 seed in district number 4. Thank you guys, and you have a great night. Devin Albertson signing off from Missouri 8-Man Football Facebook Live.